Hello everybody and welcome to Let's Play Persona 4. I have spent a good solid 2 to 3 weeks just preparing for this game, as you can see from how many save files I have right here. These are all on one playthrough except for this new game right here. You can see the difference in time, the play time from the last one was 226 and this one is 309, so you can see I've put in quite a few hours into preparing for this. Now I will admit some of those were going through dungeons while doing other things, so I may not have been the most motivated person to do those. So I tell you what is going to happen is we are going to get this started. We're going to choose a difficulty level. Now I am going to choose beginner. The reason for that is that I'm going to be doing this as a gameplay, no, as a storyline, not a gameplay walkthrough. The storyline in this game is so amazingly good, and, you know, unlike my first Let's Play that I did, which was Final Fantasy X Yuna Only Challenge, I am not going to be doing this as a challenge, but more of just because the story is so great. So we're going to go through this in beginner mode, you can see right here, and, right. Let's just go through this. The setting is intended for less experienced gamers and people that really don't care anymore. The difficulty levels of battles will be lower, and you will have 10 game over pluses, or whatever you want to call them. 10 lives. Selecting this difficulty will not affect the outcome of the story. That's why we're doing it. And yes, we would like to continue. Now, please sit back and enjoy the game. Oh, if you insist. I am looking forward to this quite a bit. Obligatory disclaimer. And here we go. What is this? It looks like a car. Could it be a car? Nope. It's a train. And a car. It's a car train? She's kind of cute, I guess. And that's probably her dad.
Welcome to the Velvet.
Oh my gosh! His eyeballs! Okay, don't worry, those two are not related, I think. Okay, maybe they are, but I really don't know that much of the storyline.
Ah, it seems we have a guest with an intriguing destiny. My name is Igor. I am delighted to make your acquaintance.
Nice to meet you too.
Between dream and reality, mind and matter.
So you don't exist.
That only those who are bound by a contract may enter. It may be that such a fate awaits you in the near future. Now then, why don't you introduce yourself?
Oh, if you insist. Okay, so now, with the name, it does require you to have a last name and a first name. So let's go with, since my sign-on name is Wilson, Coder Wilson, we will go with that. And there's actually a fair bit of lag here between what's going on the screen and what I'm actually seeing and what the game is doing. And the first name. I like to make something funny here just because it makes some of the cutscenes a little bit more interesting. So why don't we go with So my full name will be Cookie Wilson. Okay, so now you notice that it asks for your last name first and then your first name. That actually has to do with the Japanese method of using names. they almost always call people by their surname unless there's a need for differentiation or if you are very familiar with the person. So if I were to meet you as a coworker, I would call you by your by your last name. If you were to meet me as a coworker, you would call me Wilson-san, which you'll see throughout the game. So, whereas if you are more familiar, as you'll see some of the characters get, then they'll use their first name as opposed to the last name. So, something we don't really do in our Western cultures nearly as much. Very practical, though.
I see.
You're creepy.
Let's take a look into your future, shall we?
No, not the future.
Do you believe in fortune-telling?
No, not really.
Each reading is done with the same cards, yet the result is always different. Life itself follows the same principles, doesn't it?
No, not really. Again.
The tower in the upright position represents the immediate future. It seems a terrible catastrophe is imminent.
As
The
you will
card
see.
indicating the future beyond that is the moon in the upright position. This card represents hesitation and mystery. Very interesting indeed.
That's right, we're playing a mystery game.
It
I wonder.
seems you will encounter a misfortune at your destination, and a great mystery will be imposed upon you.
Didn't I just say that?
In the coming days, you will enter into a contract of some sort, after which you will return here. The coming year is a turning point in your destiny. If the mystery goes unsolved, your future may be forever lost. My duty is to provide assistance to our guests to ensure that does not happen. I have neglected to introduce my assistant to you. This is Margaret. She is a resident of this place, like myself.
My name is Margaret. I am here to accompany you through your journey.
Yay!
We shall attend to the details another time. Until then, farewell.
Okay, so Margaret is a lesser character in this game. You won't see nearly as much of her unless you are visiting this room and also near the end of the game, so just... She's one of my favorite characters, but yeah, don't see her as much. Ooh, who's this?
I'm tired of diets. Enough with going to the gym. Good thing there's something even I can handle.
Slim down this summer with the refreshing taste of calorie magic. And we're back. Now on to some juicy news. The Mayumi Yamano scandal.
Thank you, video games, for making me a pedophile.
Vinny has an affair with a TV announcer on the side. Do chicks really dig politicians?
Isn't it just stuff like money and connections? When you get down to it, financial and political clout is what matters.
Hey, what is that supposed to mean?
Well, what do you think?
Well, I'm sure that you all know already, but at the end of this month, he will be transferring to another school.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe this.
Quiet down, guys. I'm not done yet.
And yes, that is the protagonist. That is going to be the character, Cookie Wilson, or Wilson Cookie if you prefer, who is going to be us for the entire game. Woohoo! We are a cookie that's good enough for me. Hey! Sorry, I'm a little hyper.
At the Yasogami terminal in a few minutes.
I'm a little hyper just because
And Yaso Univa Station. Please go to the other side of the platform.
yeah, this is the first video I've filmed in quite a while, so I'm pretty excited about it, and I hope you guys are too.
The scandal involves the Enka star Misuzu Hiragi preparing to tour overseas. Taro Namatame, a council secretary in the Inaba region, whom she married just last year, is now under suspicion of having an affair. What's more, his rumored mistress is the well-known TV announcer, Miss
Should we
Mayumi
go
Yamamoto.
soon?
Yes, just about.
The question on everyone's minds is how this love triangle will affect.
Okay, so apparently there's some famous people that something happened to, and I wonder how that's going to be involved with just a transfer student. What is going on? There's all kinds of flashbacks, and we haven't even started the game. What's going on? It's kind of a short train, actually. Okay. Apparently we were the only person on that train. Since nobody else is in the train station.
Well, you're more handsome in person than in your photo. Welcome to Inaba. I'm Ryotaro Dojima. I'll be looking after you. Let's see, I'm your mother's younger brother, and that about sums it up.
What a great recap. It told us absolutely nothing. Alright, now give me just a second. I need to look up the walkthrough that we're going to be using. And which, by the way, there are some fantastic walkthroughs on GameFAQs. The second one on the list on GameFAQs I think is the best. We're not going to follow it to the letter, but we are going to follow it. I'm just going to use that to tell us if we need to make any notes or anything like that. So now, whenever it comes to a conversation thing like this, there are some times when that will affect your friendship or affection with the character, which is a statistic that's going to be used to progress our relationships with various characters throughout the game. So, I mean, every relationship has a rating from 0 to 10. They all start automatically on certain dates, except for a few of them. So, now this conversation right here doesn't matter so much, other than that there are some Japanese, again, cultural things. For instance, this "it's nice to meet you" is much more of a formal greeting, which that would be more common with people you know but you're not familiar with, again, similar to the naming convention. "It's been a long time" would be something you might say to someone that you are familiar with, and then this is just silence. So I do want to be familiar with him just because I think it's more fun that way.
Say, you've really grown. I still remember when you were in diapers. This here's my daughter. Come on, Nanako. Introduce yourself to your cousin.
Hello.
What are you so shy for? Ow! Well then, let's get going. My car's over there.
We get in the car and headed for Dojima's house. Okay. And there are some things that you can see the story is automatically progressing itself. That's a setting that we set earlier, and that I set before I started this from the last playthrough. And yeah, I prefer it that way because that way when I'm not doing something, it will automatically progress the story without me, so that I can like put that on the TV and do something else while I'm doing this.
Can you go to the bathroom by yourself?
Uh-huh. It's in the back, to your left. You know which way's left? The side you don't hold your chopsticks in.
I know. Jeez.
Nanako's such a grown-up girl.
Are you taking a trip?
No, we just went to pick him up. He just moved here from the big city.
A city, huh?
Fill up my car while you're at it. Regular's fine.
Right away, sir.
Good time as any for a smoke.
It's the most important part of the game. Filling up the car with fuel. So important.
Does it surprise a city boy to see how little there is out here? There's so little to do, I'm sure you'll get bored fast. You'll either be hanging out with your friends or doing part-time jobs.
Like
Speaking
you?
of which, we're actually looking for part-time help right now. Give it some thought, why don't you? We don't mind if you're a student.
Giggity? Epic handshake.
Oh, I should get back to work.
Yeah, man, he told you to fill up the car. Why didn't you fill up the car? What just happened?
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine!
Did you get car sick?
No, I'm fine!
Too good.
I'm just fine. Could it be exhaustion from the long trip? Now that she mentioned it, you do feel a little dizzy. Mentions it. You know, the job I have right now, I talk and get paid for it. I do surveys over the phone. But you would think I would have better grasp of my tongue. But apparently not. Apparently I still say weird stuff. For no reason. You arrived at the Dojima residence. For the next year, this place will be your home. Yay! We've got a home! And, alright.
Alright, let's have a toast.
Woohoo! Except what are we toasting to? Never says. Oh well, it's okay.
So, your mom and dad are busy as always. They're working overseas, was it?
In the Navy.
But getting stuck in a place like this because of your parents? That's rough being a kid.
In the Navy.
It's just me and Nanako here, so it'll be nice having someone like you around.
In the
As long as you're
Navy?
here, you're part of the family, so make yourself at home.
In the Navy. Okay, so again, doesn't really matter. This would be the formal acceptance type of thing. And again, you know, in the Japanese language, it's very, it's almost like a pattern, a speech pattern that you would use. Someone says something, there's a specific reply that you would use. It's very, very, kind of an organized language if you think about it. Anyway, I digress.
Good. Well, anyway, let's eat. Oh, who's calling at this hour?
The Navy?
Dojima speaking.
It's the Navy calling. We would like you to go on tour right now.
I see. So where is it? Uh-huh. Alright, I'm on my way.
To the Navy?
Looks like I made the right choice to skip the booze. Sorry, but I gotta go take care of some business. Go ahead and eat without me. I don't know how late I'll be. Nanako, you help him out, okay?
Will we ever see you again?
Okay.
Oh, okay. Sounds like it's just another boring day at the office. Which is actually what it is.
Nanako, it's raining out. What did you do with the laundry?
I already brought it in.
Alright, well, I'm off.
Yes, because we can hear the car outside, but not the rain after he closes the door.
For this week. Next, let's take a look at the hourly breakdown of tomorrow's weather.
Tomorrow's weather?
Clouds moving in from the west. Expect rain throughout the day tomorrow in most areas.
Huh.
Let's eat.
You might want to strike up a conversation with Nanako. Nope. Oh, okay. Well, let's do let's be a little empathetic today. I'm feeling empathetic.
It's always like this. My dad's a detective.
Haha! In the Navy? Nope.
And now for the local news. City Council Secretary Taro Namatame is under fire for an alleged relationship with a female reporter.
Oh,
His
he must be
wife,
important.
Enka ballad sensation Misuzu Hiragi revealed to this station that she will likely pursue damages. In response, iTelevision has decided to cancel all of announcer Mayumi Yamano's televised appearances. Until allegations of an affair with Mr. Namatame are resolved, she'll remain off the air and out of the public eye.
This is boring.
Yep, totally boring and completely irrelevant, right?
Every day is Customer Appreciation Day. Come see for yourself and get in touch with our products. Every day's great at your Tunes. Every day's great at your Tunes.
No, I am not singing that for you.
Aren't you going to eat?
Oh, sorry. I have a bad habit of skipping through story, so I'm going to try not to do that. Try to restrain myself. Okay. This is the first place in the game you can save, and this is where we are going to cut off the game. Now, before I do, though, I do want to make a couple of notes here about this Let's Play. First of all, up until this point, nothing really bad has happened, but the game is going to start getting really dark really soon as far as actual people dying. And so it gets really kind of dark and kind of, I'm not sure what the right word is, but it's just something you may not want to watch. It's up to you. I can't, of course, you know, force you to watch it. I don't want to force you to watch it, but and also, you know, I'm obviously not a rating service, but there are some language things that happen throughout the game. So if you aren't very comfortable with colorful language, then you probably should not play this game as well. The third thing that I do want to disclaim on this game is that there is some like negative religious undertones / overtones that I don't know that everyone is going to appreciate. In fact, I know some people would say, well, this game is evil because of the way that it's built. So I wanted to make you guys aware of that before we continue the Let's Play. Again, up until this point, nothing really bad has happened. We've just met some, I guess, creepy characters, but creepy is not bad or evil. And so I wanted to make you guys aware of this. For instance, Mother, if you are watching this, I know you love watching what I do. Please don't watch this Let's Play. It is not for you. You won't enjoy it. You'll think, you know, it just won't be for you. So anyway, and that's kind of the same for you guys. If you would say that you wouldn't want to watch it because your mother wouldn't want you to watch it, that's probably a good sign that you should not watch me playing through this game, or you should not go out and buy it yourself. So, alright, so last couple things. First of all, you can save the game at the calendar right here. So we are going to do that. We will not overwrite the New Game Plus because it's a New Game Plus, and I like keeping those. And, yeah. Okay. Done with that. And the next thing is that you can open the fridge here and eat something, but we will get into that in the next video. So, I know a lot of Let's Players love to sign on and sign off, but I do not like to do that because I don't do what everybody else does. So, I will see you guys in the next video.